Why every time you need a bailout in this country, a NHT you go? When you don't want to build police station, when you don't want bailout, when you don't want to do no crash program. And every year, people are pay them NHT. They must get 20 points per year. And many Jamaicans have not been able. Many Jamaicans have not been able to own a house. But you see how coincidental that when everybody reaching at the parliament, we are joke them with education tonight, you know. We are joke them with NHT. We are joke them with NHT. How coincidental. How coincidental that Andrew Holness could have started up company in a St. Lucia, and him and his wife able to build big house at Beverly Hills. You remember the argument for say where them get the money from for build big house? Remember the argument? How can they with not so them not have no affluence? They not have no affluence, they not have no wealth. But yet still them build big house Pam Beverly Hills. Remember no man? Remember no man? Them build big house and we will contribute to the NHT from as early as 18. Early as 18. Me go play back his song, man. Share the live. Share the live. Cause me go talk up the things them. The live I get hot, you know. Live I get hot. Live I get, me go juke them.
Find that Savior. Me a suffer with discipline. Under every manners. Me in a the struggle too. Me in a the struggle too. No bastard, no day again. No bastard, no day again. Everyone laugh.
We have put them under every manners.
Took them with the Cuban school.
Why?
Took them with the Cuban school. Then you took them with the micro dance. Took them with the micro dance. Took them with the Father Banya.
My father Banya.
My grandmother
Banya. Miss Williams Banya.
grandmother Banya.
Why?
I and I
Banya.
Banya.
So I want to ask the question again. How is it that Andrew Holness not have no affluence, he not have no big money, and he start company in a St. Lucia? You remember Admat? And him and his wife have offshore account, and them could have start and live in a big house up at One Beverly Hills now. And all we appear with NHT contributions and tax a drought away something for pay NHT returns. And many of us can't own a house. And then here we go say over the weekend, the NHT, this is what Andrew Holness saying. The NHT, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You what I'm saying now? Me I go look back for the document. Hear what I'm saying? Prime Minister Andrew Holness said Friday that the mandate of the National Housing Trust is that of a business and not a welfare institution. And it is to be believed to be by some working class. It must say enough working class people see the NHT as a welfare institution, and it is a business. Now me go say to Jamaica, why did Michael Manley founded the NHT? Why did Michael Manley find the NHT? Why did he create the NHT? This man here said the NHT is a business, is not a welfare institution. So who are running it as welfare institution? Who are running it as welfare institution? Michael built it to be financially stable, but also equally prudent to offer lower income housing solutions for ordinary Jamaicans. So whilst you call it welfare institution, we call it an institution for the poor, lower income income earners to own a house. Equality for all. That is why it was built. And then you people like you, Andrew Holness, you don't remember the mandate of the NHT. You come in and want to shift the mandate of the NHT. You want to shift it. You want to shift it. Because you want it to be a capitalist institution. You want it to be a capitalist institution. You want it for your big friend them. Uno no say. When call me. Uno no say. No found now. Uno points being sold out. No found now. Can't get a house through NHT. Only 6.5. Many of you can get from NHT. And what is the percentage that the banks are offering? The NHT has become a big scam. Big scam. I can't see nobody being able to buy a house out of NHT. Show me 20 people. Just be short and get to the point. I don't want no long thesis tonight. What is happening with the NHT?
The NHT is an organization set up by the government.
It's that organization's mandate has been shifted by the Labour Party government.
No, all right. Let me say this to what the Prime Minister said. The Prime Minister is lying. The NHT is one of Michael Manley's social intervention program to assist poor people to get on the property ladder and to solve the squalor problem that
the squatter issue
in Western Kingston and across Jamaica. That program was designed similarly to use like the social housing system over here in England. The government can use that system 2 different ways. One, you help people to get loan to buy their own property. Or 2, what the government can use that fund to do is to build housing schemes and apartment blocks. You give those people rent for life, and then at a certain point, after certain years, they would have the right to buy that property. That's how the government should be using that system not using it as they are at the moment.
So that is what you would call the rent to own.
The rent to own, yes. That's what the housing trust, the NHT should be for. Because
all right now, me want you to go down that road with me. How much does one need to own a NHT house? How much points?
I am not clear on that, I have to be honest.
So, alright, you're not clear. But what are the banks doing with the NHT would make it become a big scam? Explain that to me now.
Right. The NHT was set up on a legal basis. Once you're between the age of 18 to 70 and you're working the minimum wage and above, you have a legal duty to pay national insurance contribution. It is set up similar to the pension system in England, where your employer pays part of the contribution, you pay part. In relation to the NHT, you, the employee, pay 2%, the employer pay 3%. The way it is set up is that the employer collect the money from the employee's income and is under a duty to turn that money over to Tax Administration of Jamaica. Tax Administration of Jamaica then turns that money over to NHT.
But the NHT is basically saying now that many security firms and educational institutions have not paid over NHT returns in a much backlog of years.
Tax Administration of Jamaica has failed horribly here. Tax Administration of Jamaica is under duty to collect those money. Tax Administration of Jamaica has power to sanction them for late payment. So they are one of the biggest problem here.
So you're saying tax admin is not reinforcing collecting over people's money?
Yes. Yes. They know that the employers are collecting it, but they are not enforcing the employers to turn that money over to Tax Administration of Jamaica.
Wow.
Now, when you go to the Auditor General's office, an audit of Tax Administration, Auditor General office would have picked up this. Tax Administration of Jamaica know all the employers in Jamaica, public sector and private, because they pay other means of tax, the Tax Administration of Jamaica. So this is a scam and poor people that nobody cared about, because everybody allowed the employers to get away with it, both public sector and private.
So what I am going to ask you now, like this woman near 40 odd years, paying NHT is being deducted from her monthly salary. And when she got now figure see if she qualified for a house, she's been told that no NHT contributions have been paid for near 40 odd years.
Well, your first point of finding out if your contribution is being paid, your employer, if they are paying the contribution, would have a statement from Tax Administration of Jamaica. Every employee have the right to request inspection of that statement from their employer. So if you request for your employer to see the document from Tax Administration of Jamaica and they are not producing that document to you, then it simply means they are not paying NHT contribution. And that's a scam.
So all right then, we move from that now. So we have now established, Jamaica, that a lot of your employers tomorrow morning, me want no fun to go in and tell the employer, say, you want to see the paper from tax admin. If you say them tax compliant and them appear on a monthly NHT returns.
That's needed to be done.
So that is one argument. Now I want to ask, for the people them who are pay them NHT, and yet them say the NHT funds are paid over, and them can't own a house, how that go?
This is the overall scam, Andre, because we're now finding out that it's not about poor people housing development or property investment for poor people, because this is really a property investment. And it has gone horribly wrong where...
So me gonna ask you now.
Employers scam a bit of it and two.
I want to ask you this. No. Just give me a second. This, me want to go in a workplace. Me want to go to the principal and bursar. Me want nurse go, soldier go, police go, secretary go. Who else? Who else qualifies? Security guard go. Everybody must start go. I start question if on NHT returns appear over.
Everybody that has a job that is employed, go and check out.
Everybody who have a job and only see NHT tax and PAYE and this a take out tight. Oh, no need for go and see if you no qualify.
And if the employee is not getting a monthly, a yearly statement from Tax Administration of Jamaica as well, it means that their contribution is not being paid over, because they're meant to get a yearly statement from Tax Administration of Jamaica as well. Andre, this is a major scam, one of the biggest scam that has ever happened on poor people. And may I just say this quickly before I go? If there's good governance, what needs to happen now is the government need to set up a judge-led public inquiry with power to seize documents across the financial sector of all companies in Jamaica, as well as the police should also be investigating finance, payroll, and all sorts of those departments. But a public inquiry, it's scandal like these, a judge-led public inquiry needs to happen.
All right, thank you, Wayne. Blessings.
You're welcome.
Now Jamaica on the ear for yourself. Me want uno fi start go. Me want uno fi start go the NHT. Me want to go and boss them and tell them say you want to see the paper. Show you the paper say them a pay over the NHT to the government. And me want uno fi start inquire the NHT. How much of you? We want people start calling now, you know. We want you to start calling now, you know. Because it don't make no sense you not pay NHT 20, 30, 40 years. And you can't live in a proper house. If Andrew Ones can't have big house per hillside, you no things are time for uno own a house. In a St. Catherine, in a Clarendon, in a St. James, St. Anne, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. Thomas. Come on, no man. Nobody not make me put up my number. Me need to, if you don't call me tonight, me I turn off the live. Michael Manley must have turned it here. The man said the NHT is not a welfare institution. When Michael Manley created it, was created to make all of us, can own a piece of the land. All of us. Imagine how many years. How many years? I see my mother throw NHT from she at 18. And she still not have a house. I see my auntie. Me see so much people. And them still don't have a house. Somebody call me now, man. Nobody now call me tonight. If you not call me tonight, me can hang up the phone, you know. Me tell you now already. Yeah, man. It's not a matter about playing a song, Phyllis. I live you up now. We are of education time. A time for we to get educated. A time for we hear about what happened. If Andrew can own big house, we can own something too. Tell me if I lie, no? Tell me if I lie. Recess. No recess can't happen if nobody no call. And if nobody no call, me can just end the live. Imagine, you know, and no, it's not a matter of playing back no song. Somebody needs to call. Me go play back this song with uh-oh. Everybody a call now, thank you. Hello, caller, good night. Welcome to Partner Draw TV.
Good night, Partner Draw TV.
How are you, caller?
Listen, I favorite Andrea. Doing a good job.
Boy, me I do a good job, but me want to ask you this question. You know, things said unfair for how much years 4,000 or 5,000 are take out for NHT returns. And when time for you come for try qualify for get a house. Teacher can't get house, police can't get house, nurse can't get house, soldier can't get house. Secretary can't get house, groundsman can't get house. Tell me now, you know, things are time for them ask for the refund of them NHT.
Andre,
Yes.
if you put a fat pot pan of fire with water,
Mm-hmm.
and you watch the pot get warm, get hot, let's start to boil. What you think are going to start to happen?
You tell me.
Boil up and start to boil, you know. Everything not crash. No, that this song you have play everything crash.
But what I am saying is, it is wrong that so many hard-working Jamaicans are paying their NHT, but they cannot see the dollars and cents when it is time for them to having the discussion on house.
The leader them are destroy the country, you know, see the heart of the people them are boil, you know, see a destruction them are falling on the place right now. You know, see the pot of boil, that's what me I tell you.
So the pot of boil.
A destruction, them call on Jamaica now, you know.
So you are say oldness and him and the 40 of them pan the labor right side carry down destruction pan Jamaica.
A destruction them carry down pan Jamaica.
Mighty God.
A destruction. Right now the pot of boil ain't about everything so turn over.
So the pot of boil, so it means say people soon.
A lot of people are gonna get burned.
So you say civil unrest are gonna come at the country.
Yes.
Now me wonder why so much people live on capture land. And when them do, you see what them do to the people them at Westmoreland? The people them, when them want to take off of the land for go give them big investor, friend.
But Andre, it said in the scripture, you know, let me tell you something. If you won't betray, you know.
Mighty God.
Not a man leave outside and come betray you.
So you of the view that Andrew Holness has betrayed this nation?
Betray him.
Wow.
Hello, everybody. Lock, stock, and barrel set out.
Alright, Carl, let me take the next call, yeah.
Punish. No wrong, you go and punish.
Okay. Hello, good night.
Yes, Andre, good night.
Good night, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Where you calling from?
Kingston, this is Jacqueline.
Oh, hi, Jacqueline.
Yeah. You know, it's just amazing how Andrew and those who have benefited from the NHT are now saying that it's not a choice. It's not this institution is not for charity. was a business and forgetting that's why it was started to help poor people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the day when they had this strike, it was about half an hour after I left there. I saw the people in black, but I didn't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And when I asked them how I'm about the loan, and they told me. And I said, but I can't buy anything with what they were giving me. My age and stuff. And I said, all right, can I get the what they call it now, that I wouldn't have to pay back the money? And they said I would have to work under $15,000 per week to get that money. The grant.
Wait. Come again. You got the NHT, you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And why you went there?
And I wanted to start a new mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
There's a house up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, what they want me to bring, I never have it. So I said to the lady, what about the grant? Can I get the grant? Since I won't be able to get that amount of money that I need. And she told me that I would have to be working 15,000 and less. So right now, for both ways, I can't.
So you're going and see if hope so them could have helped you get the mortgage, right?
Yes.
And then look by you and say you're not qualified to get the mortgage.
Yes. And I asked them for the grant, and I said, I can't get the grant because I would have to be earning 15,000 and less. I said, but either way, I can't get the grant.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing, what you want to strangers or friends to make up and buy a house? Why would I want to buy a house with a friend?
With a friend? What kind of insult that? You must go take up your hard-earned money, and friend and company and family member must come. Put up contribution this, and trying to come build house. What kind of insult is that?
Two bedroom, three people. What 2 bedrooms? Who want to share 2 bedroom with 3 people? They said that as you said, business. They don't care about people. And I made a statement. As some of these laborers who are saying that he's building his interest and whatever. Even that tree, just to say that he provides shelter for them to feel good. For them to feel, not realizing that they're putting themselves out. Right now, there are people that I am so afraid I don't know where they're going because they stop working and they have nowhere to live.
So you're saying, so how much did you want from the NHT to qualify for the mortgage?
Well, they house is 9 million and they say I can only get 4.9.
Oh, so 9 million for the house, them say you only can get 4.9.
Yeah.
So where you gonna get the rest of money from?
So I asked them that, and she said I have to show proof that I can borrow money elsewhere, and I'm not going to borrow any more money from any other institution.
Oh, so they must say you forgot the bank for try get the rest.
So that is the trick. When I borrow money from the bank, I owe the bank, I owe NHT. So either I go do things out of the way to get that money, or they take back the house.
Mighty God.
Yeah.
No, this a serious issue, you know.
Yeah.
And how much years have you been paying the NHT contribution?
Since 1992. 1992.
29 years? So after 29 years, you only qualified for 4.9 million?
And I'm working for the government for 16 years.
16 years?
Yeah.
So because you work for government, shouldn't you be given a consideration?
Listen, there are some of my co-workers who saw land and went up there to get the money to buy land and couldn't get the money.
Really?
You see, the thing is because I'm heading back to my yard in the country, it doesn't matter much to me, but There are people who can have nowhere to go. They're the ones who are more at a disadvantage. I'm not really at a disadvantage because I have somewhere to go in the country.
So yeah, say if them never get, that's like how them now go give the money, so you go back a country, go live.
Yes.
So after 29 years, you are through NHT. You only qualify for $4.9 million.
Yeah. Yes. And even if they have given me the grant, I say, all right, let me take let me take the grant. So they say I have to be earning under 15,000. No,
Yeah, cause people in a minimum wage.
Yeah, you disqualify me on both fronts. Because I'm earning over that and I can't get it. And if I'm earning less, I have to be telling me no, I have to get a job to earn under $15,000 to get a grant. Foolishness.
So enough people love this discussion about the NHT.
People, I don't know what is going to happen to poor people, especially people who are in rent houses and want for themselves.
But
That's why I have so many people after retirement in the country.
so after 29 years, this always start me. After 29 years, you only qualify for $4.9 million.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, why don't you ask the NHT to refund you for the 29 years you have been throwing? You know you can do that?
Really?
Yes.
Maybe after I retire, I have to for it.
No, probably too late. Seeing that you are through it for years and you're not comfortable, you can't pull back out your money out of the NHT.
But isn't it my service to pay NHT?
Yes, but after the years and you say, you know, want the money, you can't pull the money. If after the years, you can't ask for a refund.
No, I get it yearly, you know. But just for the year that they pay, I get the refund yearly. But I'm just saying the NHT is there for us to buy houses. And they're making these houses 2-bedroom for $37 million.
How much money?
Remember, it's apartment for $37 million. That's them accomplice for scammers and drug dealers.
No, but I'm not two bedroom, a 1-bedroom apartment for 27 and 30 million.
Yeah. So they're making houses for scammers.
So a scammer NHT want to come sell the house them too, and the drug dealer them.
Yeah. Because ordinary workers can't buy it. Teacher can't buy it.
Nurse and doctor can't buy it.
Can't buy it. So it must be for scammers because them get more money.
Mighty God. All Michael Manley must have turned in him grave there now.
You know, I think we blame voters.
Which,
Because his onset, I know this man was a wicked.
also I say a long time, Andrew a wicked.
A long time. From 2015, I knew he was a wicked.
Oh, you didn't know say I'm a wicked?
Alright. There was that, when he had the, thing that run off with Portia, and he knew that he came out of the Adventist church, he and his wife, and he knew that everybody knew that they were attending Adventist church, and when they asked him about his religious practice and if he would, what he would do on the Sabbath if he was taught, and he said that I don't belong to a particular religious group. I go to NHT. And I knew from that day, I said to everybody, this man cannot be trusted.
Oh, yes, I'm sell out the Adventist group for power.
It's not just the Adventist. It was the Adventist about you time and tears about your religious preference just because you want to look good in people's eyesight. And I keep telling people that man cannot be trusted and you're going to hear more about him. And people trust me. People never, I never trusted that 2015. I keep saying you want to hear the voice of this man and no people not finding out. Andrew wicked.
So may I ask you this question? So your co-worker, them were labor right, them shame?
Well, nobody.
Huh?
Nobody really.
Nobody what?
They not talk much about it. They don't know how to do that.
Wow. So how much you know I work so and can't afford house? So you say so much you know I work and still in a rent house or a capture land?
Well, I think most rent houses.
My God.
About 40 people in my department.
And most of them are living in a rent house and not their own house.
Most people. I can't get on because they're going up into it.
Wow.
So you know it's going to be harder. When you pass 50, it's harder.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in my 50s and they're telling me each year it go lower. The time for payment it gets less. So I'm 50 plus. So they're giving me what? 17 years to pay. Me so retire.
Wow. So nothing. I'm gonna ask you this question. So from your pay out them money to the government for NHT, it look like a scam from day one, and there's a possibility that you're not going to own a house.
That is why, Andre, I always said I can't buy land in Kingston to build a house.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to the country.
Oh, so which country you plan for go build up your house?
That is where we come from.
Oh, you go back to St. Elizabeth?
Yeah, when I retire, Kingston too hard to live in.
Oh.
The only thing they're back in country and food.
No, sir. It look like a really rough pan majority Jamaicans, don't it?
It's very rough. It's very rough. I'm looking at a church, some church old people.
Yeah.
Right now, but I'm telling old people when they leave the country.
Yeah.
Since after Kingston, go back, visit the yard frequently. Stop saying that Kingston and apply to your country and no way. Now they're not having to go because they're not tired and have no money coming in. So they are almost on the street and they come from country and I have nowhere else to go now. I'm sorry for them. That is why I was trying to get the NHT looking to buy a house with that old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not really for me.
Oh, so you did plan for you, somebody else benefit and the two on the team up?
And yeah, just prevent her from going on this thing. You see?
So how much money she qualify for?
She not qualified.
So she not have none of you alone?
She not has no NHT, you know. But she has that little money in her bank book. So I said, all right, I'll just join with you. But she never had enough to come up to say, all right, join with me. So
how much does she have?
Never even question her much because she started buying it with somebody and the man robbed her up.
Lord Jesus.
So right now it's a different story.
No, sir.
So it's bad, it's sad, it's a sad situation that we have in Jamaica. But I don't know what can we do but stand up, God, start marching.
March? What we're going to march for again?
We want a house and we want NHT to cut down some of them prices there. And we want them to build reasonable houses for people.
Yes, we want them to go back to the core mandate of Michael Joshua Manley.
We cannot build
30 and 25 and $40 million.
You have a one bedroom down, I don't remember where the part in St. Catherine, $7 million, but you can only give somebody $4 million.
How much million?
I saw some bedroom, one bedroom, $7 million and 7.6. I forget the place.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're lending you, say $4 million. Now you're going to borrow another
3 mil.
3 mil to get a 1-bedroom house. When if you get a piece of land, you can get, people need to buy land and build a house.
So what you say, you would have preferred them start talking about land reform and giving people access to land and lower interest rate loans to build houses on these land.
Because if you borrow 4 million from NHT and buy land and build a house, that big house that you know. That big house, so people must start by NHT house and buy land and build on it.
Yes.
House doesn't block you starting.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much. You here?
All right, let's see.
I see somebody else was calling me on WhatsApp. I'm going to call you back right now. Everybody touched by that issue at the NHT, you know. The man said the land. Hello, good night.
Hi.
Hi, good night. You were calling me?
Yes, Andrew, I'm calling from England.
Alright, good night, my dear. How you do? Morning in England.
I'm not too bad, but I'm going to say something. My nephew is in the army, but he chose NHT. But when he went, he saw a house that he wanted to buy, and when he went to go to the done by the NHT, they tell him that there's no money in it for him, and he's at the army.
What you just say?
Out the money. Oh yeah.
You're saying that a soldier go at NHT and them a tell the soldier say no money, no depend him loan?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm sure.
How long the soldier in the army?
Probably about 2-3 years.
And no money not there for him?
I couldn't believe it. Yes.
Mighty. You sure, Carla?
Yes, it's true. He's my nephew.
So him not go back to JD for ask them?
No, they will destroy your life, innit?
So him not go back to JD and talk to the accounts department and ask them, oh, no NHT. Jesus God.
No, he didn't. Because you know, they will destroy your life, innit? They're evil.
So you say so no soldiers then now see them returns?
Exactly.
Mighty God.
Because he saw a house that he wanted, and when he went, they tell him there's no money. They draw in the money every month. They draw the money, and they're not paying it.
Really?
Yes, my dear. Yes. They draw the money and they're not paying it. So you just imagine when you look on your pay slip and you see all that money coming out, but it's not going nowhere.
My God.
They're evil. Evil.
So they might do this to the public sector workers to them?
Yes, they are. Yes. It's unbelievable.
Anybody having similar issues like what the woman talking about of her nephew?
Yes, they're evil. It's bad. It's because for you to be throwing all that money every month, and then you're not seeing the money. When you go there, you can't get a house.
My God. And then these soldiers have to work so hard.
So hard.
Because you know, did you see that one of the soldiers them get a rotted piece of chop in him forehead and he head from one of the people in my West Kingston last week?
No, I only saw the one when the soldier was hitting the mom and the son.
No, recently last week one soldier get 2 lick chop in her head Imagine them if you work so hard. And you tell me so when them burn up in a sun.
Man, that's true.
Burn up in a sun. Them can't go nowhere for all. Them can't go nowhere. And when them for qualify for your house, the soldier can't. No, sir. Alright, Carl, I'm gonna take this the next call, yeah?
Yes, cool, yeah, bye.
Hello, good night, good night, welcome to Partner Draw TV.
Alright, Carl, I'm gonna take it.
Hello? 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 There was a next call. Let me return the call. Mighty God. A soldier that, you know. Soldier.
Hello?
Hi, good night.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what you saying now?
Me find myself in the same situation already, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me also work with Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. What is Royal Caribbean?
Ship. This is work on ship.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, after when the pandemic come in and all these things, I save a little money. A little US account and I rent a house for living at. Right? So, I open a little bank account and say, alright, let me see. But anyway, the pandemic come in and
You have to come home.
mash up the place. So, right. But anyway, we have a little friend where, you know, they encourage me. I say, try to go get one of their house, man, and see. But I consider say, when I go finish pay the money, I don't know work, I don't know if I go back out there, I don't know what I go have.
Yeah.
So, you know, I never draw the whole of the money. But anyway, I say, well, you know, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I sorry, when I go down to NHT, they go find out what they go on.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeremy used to work at one garment factory. They tell you, you used to work at one pepper factory. You name it.
Mm-hmm.
And every week they draw out your money.
Mm-hmm.
Every week, NHT, you know.
NHT, NISPAYE, yeah.
Everything that then push that then draw out your little money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you see, when we decide my mind, I say, alright, let me go there and, you know, maybe we can go postal and, you know.
See what you can qualify for. Mm-hmm.
So, you go down there, you know, only pay for 2 years.
What you say?
I don't go back. I don't go find out nothing. Honestly.
What you say about 2 years?
For 2 years. Me said 2 years. She said that is what they see on the system. Yeah, so me said, so a long time in the Andre. Long time.
So out of how much years you work? I only 2 years.
I'm making tell you about it. Me said, you work at one garment factory. One pepper factory. Also work at Kingston and this one. Yes, because when I time in the back Kingston and then I understand that they collect my money. So when me go down there, they want to sell more the two. They say they only see me about they pay for 2 years. See, they can't be right. Me go from school, Andre. Me a 48 now. Now when me leave school, me start to work. I mean, I'm right. Well, we barely know say 1 hour or 2, so me start working with money.
So of all of the years you're working at Jamaica, and only 2 years.
Only 2 years. They say they see that the system. That me did have a little savings. I say, well, you know, me is a hustler. So when we make a start, we can rent out one pay. But I was so discouraged. Me not gonna with it. Me just let me away there. Me not gonna further with it. Right. They say they can give me one number. They want give me one number. So me call some account and they check up on them. And they see me just put it down and fill it down. Me not gonna go further. That was how the cookie crumble. So on a lie, yeah, they might collect your money. So where me work, then they collect your money and pay. And it is sad. It is very sad.
Whoa.
Trust me.
So, all, you say about 15 years you that working in Jamaica for.
Yeah.
And out of that, only 2 years.
2 years, they say. 2 years. We could have been a day because, I mean, after me, they say, you know, when I'm schedule, hey, come on, but you never know, baby, we can't rent out it and work because, you know, as I meet the come on, they help you. Right. So we go down there, I went and the lady said to me, she only see we are paid for 2 years. Okay.
You know, said though.
Alright.
So a lawyer must get a class action against the NHT.
Me say, when me enter the talk, this inside pan news, where you can't kick over your paint, your bucket of paint. Where you kick over, you come in like then they do some foolishness like country, and they don't want people to talk. And they must say me, they don't want people to talk, people they suffer. You can't buy food, you can't do nothing at all. You talk about you kick over your own bucket of paint. Then they do all kind of stupidness and they don't want you to talk.
The man, you know, hear what
People don't say nothing.
you know, hear what the man I go say. We are going like the NHT is a welfare institution.
A bright him
He
bright.
out of there, you know.
Bright, he shot his dumb. Michael Manley get 29 grab. It's every time he open his mouth, me tell you, me want to vomit. I swear. Because that pure lapsus they come out there.
Pure what come out time mouth?
Pure lapsus.
What is lapse? Hey!
Pure SHI plus they come out there.
Mighty God!
Every time he talk, he appears come out time out. I mean, I don't know who the right is sitting for him. I don't know if he not think before he come make his speech.
The man I go say the NHT who must stop one like the NHT. Him out of there, you know?
People say nothing. They don't want people to say nothing. Poor people that suffer, you can't buy food, you can't do nothing at all. People that live by the grace of God.
Everybody in Jamaica, everybody I live in Jamaica by hand to mouth now. Hand to mouth.
May I tell you? Jeez, me say God no Andre, they say only 2 years, they say wearing. Me say 2 years.
2 years.
Work at the factory. Let me tell you, they work at the factory, that you also have to trust roll on to rub on me. You know, put sugar coat it. I see it. We have to trust roll on. I mean, if you trust the lunch. I mean, trust 1 week. And by the time Friday come, you see one woman named Bev, we also trust the roll on and no chat. And Friday, I should pay Bev. So by the time they collect, what they collect, I mean, pay it. Sometimes I don't got me out with nothing.
Mighty.
Only 2 years.
And out of that, so yes, after so how much years they work at the factory?
Me tell you the truth, we must have work I don't say maybe about 5 years. 4 or 5 years we work.
At the factory.
Yeah.
And you are telling me say out of the 5 years that only 2 years them sip on the system.
2 years. And then we got King's son again because we work at freeze one. I work at freeze one. When I time at King's son. When you have to work at spend the work at freeze one. When I time about 3 4 years this again.
So you say I used to trust the
manage it own life, so I come back a country. Right. So when me get the ship work and start to pick up for me now, Andre, and you know, same time the pandemic as me say. So
you're not plan to go back on the ship now? You're not plan to go back on the ship now?
Andre, I'm more water, more flow.
Mighty.
People they sick out there, yeah, it is crazy. I have friends out there, people tell me people is sick out there and the money less than what we used to get. Then grant no surely a prison business that allow it. You work, cabin, that's it. You work, cabin, food, that's it.
Whoa.
That's my personal life they're going out there.
So what you do now for yourself?
Boy, I may tell you the truth, you know, you can't talk everything from here every day. While the place and they go and do a thing.
Alright, what's up me and tell me where you are going with? We can't make everybody in our business.
Too. But anyway, you go and pick up yourself and beat them and Andrew, when you beat them and do 2 big games. That is 8 and 1 Andrew end. Remember me tell you.
So you say beat him tonight?
Put him down there.
You want me beat him to let me go for the belt there. If you don't want me beat him, say beat him.
Beat him. Push the ass. He need a proper ass. And he keep telling us making bigger too. So they get bigger and bigger.
Whoa, you say beat him.
I do something currently and the big packs right there. Look.
Eh? What you say?
Well, you know something. Well, you know disease are coming.
Monkeypox, you want it catch him.
You see how very monkey packs in our nose.
You say monkeypox in him nose. Yeah, somebody else a call, yeah? Hello, good night. Hello?
Hello?
Good night. Hello? Me a go and beat. You want me beat him, don't it? You want me beat him? Me a go beat him. Me a go play we role see how we and beat him. We're gonna beat him for Manly tonight, don't it? We're gonna beat him. We're the person I call back. Hello, good night. Hello? What?
Hello, good night.
Good night, caller, good night.
It's Andre. How are you?
I am well.
Oh, okay. Andre, I just want to say something about the NHT.
Yes.
What I want to say is that, Andre, you have to sometimes learn how to beat the system. The system has been beating us all along. We have to learn to beat the system.
So how we beat the system?
Alright, Andre, I've been showing NHT for years, maybe 15 years or more. And when I went there, nothing was there on the system for me by working for persons at different companies. So I decided not to work with anybody else. I decided to do my own self-employment stuff. And chew my own tax, right?
Oh.
But you have to know how much is it that you're going to throw. Because when you throw, it's a... And you don't need no 2 years, no 3 years, no 4 years, no 5 years to be qualified on On the NHT system, you need only the 6 last month. That's what they look at. But they're just telling you foolishness. But continue getting your money, taking your money, and taking your money.
So that's basically a 6 months, the last 6 months them look pan.
6 months, you ensure that if you have your money, you ensure that the last 6 months you don't miss out any of your payment.
Oh.
And it's easier to get your house on the open market with NHT. So you know, you go there, you ask for your mortgage memo, them say you qualify for the 6.5 because when you're throwing as a self-employment person, you know how much is it that you're throwing to get the 6.5.
Oh.
So when you do that now, Andre, and you have your little savings put aside, you go in and you get something on the open market. With NHT now, it's 20 points per year that they're doing, right? So if you have persons on the system for 50 years waiting because everybody is honest. If you're just there for like 4 years, 3 years, you're not going to get an NHT house. You can't get an NHT house because they have people that they are wait up at top for some 40, 30 years where they haven't given anything.
So how you get your house?
I get my house by insurance and me have 6 months on the system after me find out say nobody never throw my own.
So you qualify now?
Me qualify and me get my own because me use my Delta 6 months and ensure that me have my money put together. Ensure say I go to the tax office and pay my self-employment money.
So on average, how much a self-employed person pay to the NHT monthly?
On average, a self-employment person pay between $12,000 to $18,000.
So how much years you paying that?
18. I paid the 18 to ensure that I was on the 6.5 scale for that period of time.
So how long you did I pay that $18,000 there for?
I paid that $18,000 for about 9 months because you have to do it even if it carry you over the period where you decide say you didn't want to get the house and you never get the house and you have to pressure it. So it carry me to about 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And me find my house on the open market. One thing persons don't do, ensure that you go to NHT, ask for your mortgage memo, and ensure that your mortgage memo is on the system. That's the only way you're going to know that people throwing for you.
Wait, name them need to go ask about them mortgage memo.
Yes, ask about them mortgage memo and make sure it's on the system.
And when so the mortgage memo will tell you, the mortgage memo is now like a piece of paper will tell you how much paper and the your NHT and them over the years.
Yes, and how much you would be qualified for.
Oh.
Because when these companies find out your money, you know, these companies don't consider how much you're getting for NHT, you know. They know when they join these 3,000 and 4,000, that is only qualifying you for 2.9, and they're not trying to assist the people because they're just doing that and just sucking you out and not ensuring that you get anything.
Oh. So therefore, what you say is, them need to go find out on a mortgage memo and be rigorous in sync to it that the benefits are being paid over by their company.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Understand me that the way they can do it because the system always a beat. You have to try and beat the
So you are saying the system is a scam, but if you beat the scam, you can make it work for you.
You can make it work for you. You have to see the scam and know that so now work and work.
So how long ago you get your house?
I get my house right in the middle of the pandemic, almost 2 years now. I'm not giving up.
Oh, you get your partner draw?
Needed my partner draw, Andre.
Me glad you get your partner draw. Many of us have not gotten it. Cause see, woman there. So call earlier. Mortgage memo. All of you need to go find out about the mortgage memo. Fi see. Go and go work. Go to NHT and find out about the mortgage memo. Because it don't make no sense to now work morning, noon and night and can't buy an NHT house.
Andre, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, it's not that hard. It's only that most of the time we don't know.
So it's, them say without vision the people perish. So you say the people need to know the facts and know the truth so them can beat the system.
Exactly. You have to try and beat the system. Andre, even with the banks, Andre, you don't have to have the money in the bank to can get a loan from the banks, you know, Andre.
Or you get your loan.
Andre, me learn this. Not oh, just me get my loan. Me tell people this. Me learn this. They say if you have $50,000, you got ATM machine and you draw out your $50,000 and you put it back in there each month. Ensure the money passing through your account.
Oh, so you say once money and pass through the account.
Have your paper trail, Andre. Have your paper trail.
Awesome.
If you're going to pay, Andre, if you're going to pay your rent, so just run with that car, go get landlord.
Pay through the bank.
Yes.
Pay through the bank.
even if him say have no bank account to give you to get it, put it in the stand up, they dry it out back and then carry go give. Make sure that every money where you're handling in your hand, it go through your account.
Oh, so the more them see, the money.
They just want to sit there 50 to 70, 80 and over travel to your account every time. That gives you a good bank statement. Nobody don't want to see you have $150,000 sit down there for the whole year. You draw it up, start back and put it there, and you take the $150,000 from over this company to the next one and carry it back next week. You're happy to pass it around like pass around donkey.
Oh, so you say take it out to that partner, put it in that one, they pass around donkey. Dry it out to that partner, they put it back in there so them can't see the Chinese telephone effect.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
Understand.
Andre, I don't go university and them big university there, you know. But it's the common sense and sense. Father God give me.
So what kind of business you do?
Andre, me only sell little bleach, every little thing and them thing there in my yard, yes.
Oh, like a little corner shop.
Yes, and me get more than when me work, when me dress up in a stocking and I dress up in a bus from Fort Morgan, New Kingston.
I know say. Remember, so the Prime Minister said the corner shop them did a spread COVID. I wonder when monkeypox come to Jamaica, if you go say the corner shop them spread monkeypox.
Well, me still look at the corona yet, so I don't know how me spread it. And me not catch it all now.
No, but him say
Can't spread it. Out of order, I'm out of order.
she say, remember him say the corner shop spread COVID. So me want know if at the corner shop I go spread monkeypox.
Everything at the corner shop and the same corner shop people them put him in a power.
But at the same corner shop surely need to take him out.
But the corner shop I want to take him out.
So you're not plan to vote back Labour?
Me never vote Labour in all of my life, Andre.
Really?
Never vote Labour in all of my life. Me no fool.
Oh. Say I mean like me way vote Labour in the past, me did fool.
Me I tell you.
Mighty.
Glad you wake up think you did not sleep.
Me wake up and smell the coffee, man.
Yes, Andre. Yes, man.
Wake up and smell the coffee. Whoa. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lead unto thine own understanding. But in all thy ways, acknowledge him. Me glad Father God wake me up and say, you remember the little pitney say, me no like Labour. Me no like Labour.
That's exactly what she said.
All right, Carla. Thank you so much, yeah?
Yes, Andre.
All right. All right, blessings.
Yeah, man.
Students. So all I am saying, lead not to thine own understanding. Students, tomorrow is Labor Day. I'm there on near 2 hours now. I don't need to talk no more. Students, we have had a very good session tonight. Very good session. Hear the caller say, go learn, go find out about no mortgage paper. What she call it again? What she call it? Say the mortgage status. Go find out pound no mortgage can. Now for we are from NHT. And do you find this program informative tonight? Do you find this program informative tonight? The mortgage memo. So tomorrow I want you start all. I want NHT Tuesday morning because tomorrow no not gonna work. Tuesday morning, I want NHT phone start ring off. I want to know ask about the mortgage memo. Remember then say my program. Lord Jesus, people still a call. Hello, good night. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Andre, good night, sir.
Good night, honorable gentleman. How are you?
I'm pretty good, and you?
Boy, me tired, you know. I want to go eat my piece of sweet potato pudding before me go on my bed.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, but what I call you about, you know? You hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I heard a lady just call and telling about her nephew. Said that he go to the NHT and then said that nothing was paying over. Well, I have the same problem some time ago at my company, which I usually work at a company, but I'm not calling any name, but I was working at a company in Jamaica, you know?
You know, say, me go say this to your caller.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Jamaica can better. Sometimes we have to name and shame some people, you know. Because just imagine, enough poor more people I work at a company there. And when they left the company years now, you can't call the company, you don't live at Jamaica. Call the name of the company.
No, Ajay, me
What kind of company is it?
Not tonight, Andre. I'm gonna call you back some other time, but not tonight. But
Boy, afraid you get afraid already?
No, not really, man. Not really afraid, but you see, me is a man who a lot of person know me and thing. I don't really want to call a name, because if I call a name, they gonna know who is who. I don't really want that, you know.
Lord Jesus. I hear your wife in the background and tell us if you come off of the phone. Don't nobody come off of the phone. But you said the
So when I time, you know, I was thinking about one of the NHT houses, see? But when me check NHT, you know, them said to me said that, you know that they say, Mr. James, you know that I don't over 5 years now I notice them no NHT don't pay for you. So I said, what you saying to me? I said, but every week my employer charge I pay my NHT, they draw it from me. And he said, no, Mr. James, sit here. And I say, let me see it, and him show me on the computer. And I say, can you give me a printout that I can take it back to the office that I have proof to show them? And he said, well, me get it now, and I call up the company, and I call up the manager, and he said to me, Mr. James, where do you get that information from? We pay your money every week. What do you mean by that? So I said to him, man, look here, I have the paper, so you come and I was at the work at the time. So you know they have their own different office, you know, cause it's like an agent run the place. So the agent, he said, all right, I'm coming to see you, Mr. James. And him coming out, him take the paper from me and go through it and say, where do you get this from? I said, what do you mean by where I get it from? How could I get it? I said, let me get it from the NHT office. And then me say, what we paid? Well, I have to check with him. I said, man, she was asking me, do you think, Mr. James, do you think that I would rob your money? I said, who is you? Or you mean if I think that? But that is what happened, because they said that nothing is paying for me over 5 years. And she said, well, okay, she's going to take it to the accountants and take the paper and then go to the accountants. Then he said that they call the NHT. But my guy tell you something what they do. After when time, because even I go at the NHT office, you know, the people them said to me, say, you see that individual, he say, oh, you know, it's more than one staff come here about her. And we're gonna take her to the court again, you know. So you see, as that gentleman talk about the gentleman auntie call you and telling them about they don't see any money play like that army guy there. I'm telling you that it's true. That's what they do sometimes. Plenty of these employers, they don't pay for your money. So you have to really depend your P and your Q, because they don't pay it over. you know. They don't do it, you know. So I really glad for this program. I watch you I watch you every night. I'm seeing you doing a good job.
All right, Mr. James, blessings.
Yes, sir, and thank you. And I will link up with you some other time, okay?
Okay, Mr. James, blessings.
All right, so good.
So you see, Jamaica, the mortgage memo is very important. Because just like Mr. James and the caller who called about her nephew who's in the JDF, if you have that mortgage memo, you would know whether or not the monies are being paid over for you by your company. And there are many companies who are taking out statutories out of your monies, but it's not being paid over to the NHT. And many of you are working at the NHT for working with companies for years, and the company only pay up NHT 1, 2, possibly the most 3 times. How then will you be qualified? How then can you be qualified to ever own a house in this land? And then you have a prime minister who is of the view that the NHT is not a welfare institution, it is a business. It is a business, of course, but it must look out for the welfare of civil servants and ordinary Jamaicans. It must create a rent to own policy where you can rent even a house from the NHT, and eventually over time you can own that house. It can mean that teachers, doctors, nurses, soldiers, security officers, firefighters are working so many years and still have to be living in rent house and can't own a house. What is the purpose of working for the government? What is the purpose of working for the state? And then it was said by the NHT that security companies owe over how much millions of dollars. So security guards are in the same predicament. Same predicament. Same. So I don't think it is fair that you're working so many years and you see 5,000, 4,000, 8,000 withdraw from your salaries every month. Every month. And after 10, 15 years, you can't qualify. Can't qualify for a house. So what you're running? Welfare? What you're running? Charity? You're working to be welfare for yourself? That is why we have so much brain drain happening in our country. Because civil servants don't see the need or don't see the impact of what they're working for. Call center people are work better money than civil servants. It wrong, man. It wrong. Jamaica, it is a wrong statement. It wrong and it's strong. Every month you work and you can't see where your money go. A time now, time come for Jamaicans said that time come for Jamaicans said they don't want to pay. Time come for Jamaicans said they don't want to pay the NHT. Seeing that a welfare, you say, we see it as a business. You now need to say, Jamaicans now need to say, it is time for them to choose whether or not they pay the NHT contributions monthly. Yeah, man. Nurse. How much years you run up and down in a retirement, a rent house? Rent house you live in a. Teacher, me know teacher right now are in a retirement. And a people them have to live with rent house. Soldiers, police. Much years on can't see the benefits. Can't buy a house. Security guards, it's rough pound. I don't like it. I don't like what is happening. I don't like what is happening in this country. I don't like the kind of fraudulence that is happening in this country. Don't like it. People can't see and to more people can't see the benefits of eating. People can't. Come on, man. Come on, man, Jamaica. Come on. Wanna watch me at night time. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. Tell me if you wanna ask about the mortgage memo. Much months NHT a draw down money. And when time come, 2 years, it never appear. Somehow it not pay none at all. Roll the seas away. Roll the seas away, Jamaica. You have learned a lot tonight. And this program aims Edua, what question you ask? A lot of you tonight, I want you to go and watch my program on Unfiltered. Here, see me. Tonight we spoke about Chinese imperialism on Unfiltered. See, I just tag it there. See, I just tag it there. Go on my YouTube channel and watch my program called Unfiltered. My program is called Unfiltered on YouTube. Go now, because some of you need to go and watch my YouTube channel. Go on it and you will see. All you need to do, Miss Rose, there's a lot of people talking to me. Just send back the question, because I'm ending the live now. Sometimes I won't be able to see everything. What is the question? Get to the question so I can answer it before I leave now. Hold on there. I can't enter politics, I don't have no money. What the lady say her question be? If it is long, I'm not in that position to answer that long question tonight. Good night, Jamaica. Good night, Jamaica. We roll the seas away. Good night.